at him. He's no older than you, she soothed herself. The boy of your dreams. She reached shaking fingers for his bare shoulder until she suddenly froze in her tracks. It was only magic that had brought this boy to life, she thought, pulling her hand back into her sleeve. But how long does magic last? You're asking yourself the wrong questions, came the smooth voice. Magic thinks nothing of time. Sophie lifted her eyes. The boy didn't look at her, his focus on the sallow sun, barely a force through the morning fog. Since when can you hear my thoughts? Sophie said, unnerved. I don't need to hear thoughts to know how a reader's mind thinks, he replied. Sophie took her place beside him in her black cloak, feeling the chill off his marble-coloured skin. She thought of Tedros's skin, always sweaty and tan, with the warmth of a bear's. A hot flash bolted through her body, rage or regret, or something in between. She forced herself closer to the boy, her arm brushing his pale chest. He still didn't look at her. What is it? Sophie asked. The sun, he said, watching it flicker through the mist. Every day it rises weaker than the one before. If only you had the power to make the sun shine too, Sophie murmured. Every day could be a tea party. The boy shot her a sour glare. Sophie stiffened, reminded that unlike her once good best friend, her new suitor was neither good nor friendly. She quickly looked back out the window, shivering at an icy breeze. Oh, for heaven's sake, suns weaken in the winter. Don't need a sorcerer to know that. Perhaps it takes a reader to explain this, too, he replied, sweeping to the white stone table in the corner, where a long, knife-sharp pen, shaped like a knitting needle, hovered over an open storybook. Sophie turned to the book, glimpsing the colours of the last page. Her painted self kissing the schoolmaster back to youth as her best friend vanished home with a prince. The end. 3 weeks since the Storian wrote our Never After, said the boy. Within days it should have begun a new story, with love on evil's side now. Love that will destroy good, one fairy tale at a time. Love that turns the pen into evil's weapon instead of its curse. His eyes narrowed to slits. Instead, it reopens the book it just closed and stays there, hanging over the end like a play whose curtain won't shut. Sophie couldn't look away from Agatha and Tedros on the page, embracing lovingly as they disappeared. Sophie's gut twisted, her face searing hot. Here, she croaked, slamming the cover down on them and shoving the cherry-red storybook next to the Frog Prince, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and the rest of the Storian's finished tales. Her heartbeat calmed. Curtain shut. Instantly, the book ricocheted off the shelf and smashed into her face, knocking her against the wall before it flew onto the stone table, swinging open to the last page once more. The Storian glimmered defiantly above it. This is no accident, spoke the boy, stalking toward Sophie as she rubbed her stinging cheek. The Storian keeps our world alive by writing new stories, and, at the moment, it has no intention of moving on from your story. And as long as the pen does not move on to a new story, the sun dies, day by day, until the woods go dark, and it is the end for us all. Sophie looked up at him.